Welcome back to Dad's Garage. Today we have another project for the garage, and I'm going to go through the whole thing with you. So I know you probably see I'm wearing a ball cap, which you never see in my videos. I'm not a ball cap guy, but today it is cold here in Texas, and this is a nice thick hat, and it keeps my head warm. So anyway, so what we're going to do is some more lighting in the garage here. So I constantly am told, wow, your lighting looks so good, your lighting looks so good, but it could be better. And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to upgrade it. Let me show you what we currently have. All right, so currently we have 7 4-foot shop lights in here. They're all LEDs. They do a pretty darn good job. I really like them. But it's time to go next level on this thing. So purposes for me, one is we do so many things, projects, different things here in the garage. Having the extra lighting is going to be really handy. And the other thing is, of course, since we do the YouTube stuff, the extra lighting is going to be really good for the video production. And that's really the big piece of this, is to have that better video production. So what I've got right over there in that box just came yesterday. This is 10 8-foot fluorescent lights. So let's get to opening these up. They're quite a bit different from what these are, because these are like a 2-row. I believe these are going to be more like a single row. They're going to be a lot thinner, and judging by the box size, that's probably the way it's going to work out. So let's get over here and unbox this thing and take a look, and let's see if these things are worthy of Dad's Garage. So far all I've done is cut the end of this thing off. They seem packaged pretty well. So now, got some foam here. Here it comes. Yeah, these things are packaged pretty nice, actually. Very nice. All right, so here's each one of these things. I'll set it down. There we go, 8-foot stick, super lightweight. And these are linkable too, so you only have to have one on-off switch for all 10 of these. So I'm going to guess the power cord's down at the other end of the box. I guess we're going to have to go take that end off as well. Okay, it's not down there either, so I guess they must be shoved up in the center here somewhere. There we go. Finally got us a cord. I'm going to turn out this light so we can see when we light this up how bright it is. Seems pretty bright. Let's get... Yeah, it seems pretty bright. I think once we get 10 of these burning in here, it's going to be definitely noticeable. So when we dug further in the box, we came across all these. These are the links to link them together. And also it's got the little brackets that hold them to the ceiling. So they got this little package in there with screws, little caps if you aren't linking it to plug that off. They've got this little connector. If you want to connect them, just butt them up next to each other. And then of course these brackets to hold them to the ceiling. So now I've just got to figure out how I'm gonna, or where I want these things positioned, and then we'll get started. So one little bit of a problem I see already before we even get started hanging is these connectors are so short. These are only about 12 inches. So that's going to require you to put the lights pretty darn close together. Being that there's 10 of them, it may not be too big of a problem, but we're probably going to have to do some measuring to see how we're going to make this work. With the old lights, you can see it looks kind of sloppy, but you can kind of see the way that they are linked together, but they have about 4 foot. You can see kind of right here. You can see that they have about a 4 foot cable, or link, I should say. There you go. That's a better view of it, but you can see it right up there now. So this is going to require us to be a little more specific where we're going to put these things, since this link's only about a foot. Okay, so what I've decided I'm going to do with these is I'm going to hang some on the sidewalls too to give us some lighting lower down. It'll also give us better coverage over the workbench area, so we'll be able to see better when we're working over there as well. So what I figured is one of the 8-footers can go right up under these cabinets, and then I can do 2 on this back wall, running them underneath the cabinets. 1 over on that other side wall. That gives us a total of 4, which leaves us 6 left that we're going to incorporate into the ceiling here. So I usually like to use wall dogs when you're going into sheetrock. These can be bought at Home Depot. They're called wall dogs, and they are fantastic for fastening to sheetrock. They give you quite a bit of grabbing strength into the wall because of the big threaded area. But the problem is with these is they will not fit through the little hole in the bracket. So these aren't going to be usable. So I'm going to go with a regular screw. These are super light, and if I were going over top of a vehicle or something, I wouldn't use these. But in these sidewalls where if it should happen to fall one day, it's not going to damage anything, I'm going to just go with this. But then when we get up to the ceiling, we're going to do something else up there to make sure that those things never come down onto a vehicle. Okay, so what I've just discovered is I guess with probably Chinese made lights, 8 foot isn't really 8 foot. So these are really only 92 inches. So I'm gonna put one bracket at the 46-inch mark, so that'd be dead center of the bulb or the light fixture, and then I'm gonna put one towards the end of each. All right, so there we go. We got the first one installed right over the workbench. Let's turn out these other lights so we can get a real idea. It's pretty freaking bright though. That's the only light in the entire garage. And you can kind of go around and you can see that it's putting out quite a bit of light. There's helper number 1 and helper number 2 that helped me get this thing on the wall nice and straight. So now we're going to go back here to this back wall, get these 2 almost 8-footers installed back here, and then we'll come back and show you what that looks like. All right, here we go. Now we got the back wall complete. All the other lights are out in here, so now you're starting to get a picture of this lighting. Looking pretty sweet. So we decided we wanted more light on this back wall, so we went ahead and doubled these. So we stacked 2 on top of, or 1 on top of each other back here on the back wall. So now you can see we're starting to get quite a bit of light out here with just 5 of the lights so far. And then if you kick on the overheads, we are lit up. So we're going to continue with this other wall, putting 1 on this other wall. We did look at putting a second one on, stacking these over here, but it was so bright, I think it would blind us here when we're trying to work. So we're going to continue putting 1 on that wall as soon as we move all that Christmas stuff out of the way so we can actually get to the wall. We'll go ahead and get that one installed over there. All right, here we are. We've kind of straightened this area up over here a little bit. Still got a lot of Christmas stuff there, but we got the lighting in over there on that side, on the front of the garage, the other side, and of course the stuff that we've already had in the ceilings. And we are pretty much lit up like an airport, to be honest with you. Super bright, gonna make for better lighting when we do our videos, and gonna make the cars pop when they pull in here and have them on film. So anyway, this project's done. I do have 3 more of those 8-footers sitting over here still on the workbench. Have not decided what I'm gonna do with them. May just keep them for spares for later. or till I kind of figure out what I want to do with them. But anyway, for now, we've got it and we like it. So you'll be seeing this in a lot of the upcoming videos. And we appreciate everything that y'all do, watching us, supporting us. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and we will catch you next time right here
on Dad's Garage.
Your face wasn't all the way in it by the time I turned it.
You ready? On Dad's Garage.
Wait, hold on. You're not sick, but you got a nasty cough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
But we'll catch you next time on Dad's Garage.
Do I?
That was a fun ending.
I agree. We're just being silly like always. We just don't get to show that side of us on camera all the time. You a little bit, me not so much. I'm a little too straight-laced on camera, but when they get to know me, they know I'm a nut. So anyway, as Steve and Jason would say,
peace!